Back again to the grand finals, the EU qualifiers for the Summit 8. We're taking a look at game number 3 here. Well, it could be our final game of the Summit 8 qualifiers for the EU region. Kinguin versus HellRaisers, and Kinguin is up 2-0. Steven, how are you feeling about it? It felt like a lot of these were in some ways draft wins. A third pick AM that was countered out heavily, and then afterwards the last pick AM. What do you think? Was that the big thing that was the differentiating factor, the Kinguin going up 2-0?
I felt like the first game was an outdraft, but the second game, not so much. Just really well played by Kinguin, understanding, what their roles are, what they really needed to do to win the game, and their timings as a whole. Like, you look at how HellRaisers handled the early game. It wasn't, the most fantastic of laning phases, but they managed to, use what they had to take quite a bit of quite a few objectives in the mid game, right? And then they even were able to pressure the tier 3s, but they knew that the anti-mage needed more time. He took it into his own hands to cut the waves, buy himself more time, right. And then the moment he finished his butterfly, they smoke up and they just won a team fight. And then from then on, the game is like completely in their control.
10 seconds remaining.
And there was that moment where it felt like it was starting to turn back around. The big Bambo play down bottom with Milan laying down the nether toxin, but at the end of the day, it didn't work out for them. They look like they're taking a different strategy with this draft. Kinguin are banning out the Lycan. They didn't really like going up against that hero last time. It's a Bane pick into Winter Wyvern, Clockwork, Nature's Prophet, followed up by Sand King, Vengeful Spirit, and a Puck. So Kinguin have that nice little combination that you sometimes see of a Vengeful Spirit swapping a Puck coil, and then you've got a long duration stun. With an Aghanims, it becomes a ridiculously long duration stun, and it pretty much all happens through BKB as well. Do you like the opening from either team more?
Yeah, I actually really like Kinguin's draft so far. I'm a little scared for HellRaisers right now. I think at least they have the Sand King right now. That's one way to catch up the Winter Wyvern. Templar Assassin picked up here in answer to the Puck. I feel like this is actually going to be an offlane Puck now. And even before the T, I felt like it was an offlane. I think right now, even more so, they're probably going to put it in the offlane. And then since you have the core Venge, you can go for something like Medusa, and then I think like Kinguin's draft is really solid.
Yeah, I mean, or even if they wanted to, like a super hard counter to the TA, either one would be pretty scary. I don't know if a PL still works, or they could go like Veno or something disgusting. Last round of bans here. If they did want to stick it with a mid Puck for any reason, maybe, you don't have a person that likes to play it. Maybe Patos doesn't like to play the Puck. I think he actually does, but would there be any other good offlane hero that they could run that might make it work?
Darkseer, maybe.
Okay.
I feel like you want to make more use of the Venge aura, though, so you want to have like another right clicker.
Okay, I can dig it. Which is why I like them to do. So what about for HellRaisers, though? They still need their carry.
They could probably go for Anti-Mage if they wanted to themselves this game.
Oh.
Yeah, so far Anti-Mage is looking pretty good. He can basically kill the Winter Wyvern by himself later on if he has the items, or...
Ooh, that's a even cooler thing.
Is it cool? Bambo always said that this was his best hero, so we'll have to see.
Really?
Yeah, he said that this was his hero.
Well, is it the right game for the Broodmother? That's the other question.
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like you can still go for the Medusa, and it does okay against the Templar Assassin, and then you can basically put the Puck against the Broodmother. I don't think Puck does too well against it, but the combo is at least enough to deal with the Spiderling, so you can buy Soul Ring and then defend your lane for quite some time at least.
And then I guess that means that this is a safe lane Nature's Prophet as well. Yeah, that's gonna be the case here. They want to make sure the Nature's Prophet gets the levels and gets the farm so that he can actually get a lot done in the mid game. So this is going to be an offlane Clockwork. Or no, an offlane Wyvern. Okay. I can dig it. It's been a little while, but the offlane Wyvern is something that became really popular right around the PGL minor time. Have you got to see a whole heck of a lot of the offlane Wyvern?
I've seen a bit of it. I think like I watched the last one I saw was Moo playing it.
Okay.
It's kind of like a right click build, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go Hurricane Pike and Soul Ring Treads or something like that.
Yeah,
it's a little weird, but it's cool.
The thing that's really cool about it is you've obviously got ridiculously good attack range, but also Arctic Burn is a ton of damage. Like those somewhere in the neighborhood of 42% of your HP with just one right click if you're at full HP, because it's based upon base percentage, and in the early levels it's really hard to deal with that. So it's kind of cool. I don't know how well it's gonna work in this particular game. None of these heroes are very big beefy cores that like a centaur or a pudge that would just take a ton of damage from it, but it's pretty good for TA, I guess. You can burn through those refraction instances.
Yeah, since it's percentage based, it always gets quite a lot done if you just tag everyone with it. If you can tag the Sand King and stops them from blinking for quite some time.
Oh, it's also a 3/3 Broodmother.
Yep. Bambo is going to be the one who's going to play the Nature's Prophet, so I actually don't really know where they're going to be laning, but wherever they decide to lane it, Kinguin definitely have answers for all the lanes that for HellRaisers are putting out.
I wonder if Patos is even going to think about going for the maxing Splinter Blast build this game if he goes against the Brood. Really good against the Brood lanes, obviously. If you can get to a quick level 6, you can start to just solo 3/3, just drop the Arctic or the Winter's Curse onto him, and all his little babies will kill him.
Well, we'll see how this plays out. I'm really worried for HellRaisers. I feel like this lineup has a lot that is lacking. But it seems to be their playstyle. It's very aggressive supports. You have the Bane, you have the Sand King, and then you have a Nature's Prophet. So,
did you see that?
30 seconds.
The puck orbed forward to try and get the last hit, and they are starting to chase it down. And then the Clockwork stole the last right click from him on the Treant. And then he got pinged a bunch. So Kinguin feeling good about themselves, I think, in this game. It's not often that a last pick Brood, there's like some amount of cheer happening, but they seem to be in good spirits.
The battle begins.
You would definitely imagine so when you are up 2 games.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's not going to be an offlane puck, so puck against TA, not exactly the best time for a puck, but he's going to have help from the Vengeful Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side, despite the good matchup for TA is going to get a lot of help as well.
Yeah.
Bane is going to take Enfeeble, maybe?
Possibility. We'll see what J4 wants to go for. Does need to be a little bit careful. Ooh, those side blades hurts. But yeah, Nisha needing to play his way around this. They're wave of terroring constantly onto these heroes to try and mess with them. Top lane, it's going to be a Wyvern facing off against 3/3, and look at the damage. Arctic Burn is just such a good spell. It is on a long cooldown early, so that makes things a little bit tougher, but 3/3 is going to need to burn through a lot of regen.
Yeah, he's going to try to get to Soul Ring as fast as possible. I'm surprised he's getting...
stun. Magic Missile. Silence is there as well. Kaiser doesn't have level 2. He might just end up going down. The salve not going to be enough, and Nisha instead is going to die. I wonder if he would have fully committed to that orb if it would have hit Kaiser. I don't know.
I think the reason why he did that is because you can clearly tell that Kaiser was going to dodge that orb. So he just jumps immediately so he can get in the right click.
Got it. Well, burn through the refractions, but it's still Nisha who's kind of hurting. In terms of the CS, though, across all of the lanes, it's feeling like it's okay for most of the Radiant heroes. Patos is out of mana, and 3/3 starting to deal the damage onto him. He buys some boots, getting blocked in fully by those spiders. Patos...
He's got one more web, though.
Yeah,
he's got one web, and he's got a mango, so I think he's dead.
Yeah, Yes. Oh, pop it here, and don't even need to use the mango. Holding on to it for value. Oh, wait, no, he did use it. Excuse me.
Milan gets caught out.
A lot of kills in this early going. 2 minutes in, already 3 kills. So, based upon the way that the lanes are set up now, do you feel like there's a big winner in this stage of the game? Or a team that you think will be a little bit happier?
I think HellRaisers are doing pretty well in the laning phase right now.
Yeah.
It's not exactly that easy for a Broodmother, or sorry, a Winter Wyvern to fight up against a Broodmother. I mean, look at what's happening here.
Yeah. That's rough. And he will have another Splinter Blast, but again, only level 1. It makes it kind of tough for him. And Patos...
Oh, the Courier!
Getting fully wrapped around on. Actually, 3-3 might be in trouble here with the rotation in. They get the Magic Missile off. They find themselves a kill. Patos dies, but that's a small price to pay for taking down the Brood.
Yeah, a little too much commitment on that kill. I think you just, take your time, farm up the lane, and farm up the side camps instead of going for kills. If you see the opportunity, sure, but I don't think it's really worth it to play so greedily.
Yeah. Well, while all this is happening, Sven is going to make the rotation up to the top lane. And could even thinking about going for the stun if you wanted to here, but just going to probably be able to survive in this lane a little bit more effectively, I would imagine. Just look at him, he's punching the Brood.
Yeah, Sven does a lot better against the Brood. Just because by putting extra levels in Cleave, you don't actually worry about the Spiderlings.
Bambo finds a kill down bottom onto the Clockwork. But still, nothing really value lost there. Kaiser not quite able to punish the puck here in the mid lane, but they are starting to pull ahead in terms of CS. So you can see 20-7 versus 15-3, 16-14 for Bambo. And he is definitely having a better time of it, as Exotic Deer still getting levels. And J4 is here now too. The DD rune, this Bane hits quite hard. Hop in the Mango, looking for the opening. They get the stun. Wave of Terror is there as well. They have the follow-up Magic Missile if they want to use it now. Now they got him caught in the Battery Assault and the Cogs. J4 is going to die.
Very nicely done. This Venge is having a great start right now. He's already at level 4, but bottom lane.
Yep.
Make the dive on Winter Wyvern. Keeping up the aggression right now. And giving Nature's Prophet a really good start. Hitting level 5 now, he has Phase, and he's got Blightstone.
Yeah,
let's see what he decides to pick up.
Oh, they found themselves 3-3 again. It's still a little bit tough to pull them back in, and the Cogs doesn't have enough mana for it anyways. I think those spiders should get out of here okay. Yeah. And Enfeeble is so good against Sven too.
Yeah, that's one way to save your spiders. Just level up Enfeeble. He does so little damage. Even with just 1 level.
Now Patos really needs to get some more levels here. He's almost level 5, and 3 points in Splinter Blast does make a pretty big difference as Bambo gonna start to drop there. He gets the Cold Embrace out in time. Bambo gonna try and TP away as Milan is getting punched in the face here. They got some creeps in the area as well. No mana for the Magic Missile, but he will have a Burrow Strike back up again in a second. Bambo TP's back in, but now it's the Clockwork there. They take down the Wyvern. Milan trying to get away. Bambo still daddling here with the Clockwork. They take down the Sand King. Now Bambo going to be able to find the Sprout yet again. They're trying to heal up to make sure he can get a Magic Missile, but it's not going to be there in time. Bambo with the double kill. 6 minutes in. He's had a great start.
He's kind of stuck here right now, though, but he feels strong enough to fight. But that is clearly not the case. He is very dead.
Yeah, they bring in everybody now. Gonna finish him off, and they can't find the kill onto the Venge.
Oh, Milan in time. Gonna kill the Venge. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Cold Embrace.
Cold Embrace comes out.
He does have a Burrow Strike again very soon. But they aren't going to be able to get him. And now Clockwork has to Burrow Strike away. Or rather, the Sand King has to Burrow Strike away from the Clockwork.
Oh, is he going to get both the bounty runes? Yeah, he is.
Nice.
I'll take that.
Oh, very action-packed early game as they find the courier kill. 12 kills in 7 minutes. Nisha's still been struggling in this lane. 40 and 18 on the TA versus the 27 and 6. But the big story is going to be in these net worth. It's just these 3 cores from HellRaisers that are dominating Kinguins.
Well, we'll have to wait and see if they can keep up this pressure.
Yeah.
This is the start they need with a lineup like this. Oh, Orb doesn't make it in time.
Alicia, good swap.
What? He's level 6.
That's crazy. He saves the day there. And Milan, well, they are battery assaulting, but it's not hitting them. And now they have to run away. But they saved the Puck's life. That was big.
This Venge has been part of everything, and he's level 6. That's at 8 minutes. That's actually so impressive.
Yeah. Alicia's had a great game. And I think, honestly, you might be a little bit too afraid now for the Broodmother to come into the lane with Sven. With him having level 6, like 1 stun and then a couple swipes, and all those Spiderlings are going to be gone.
Dire's top tower is
I don't think you want to commit the God Strength just to kill off spiders, though.
Yeah, probably not. Well, he's going to be able to walk away from there. Out 3-3 coming in. They're going to force him back with a Stormhammer. So, still nothing found there. And this early laning stage, oh, swapping back into TA. TA's in trouble. Avenge does not have another stun here. But Kaiser will have to run away from them. But I feel like the hardest part of this game for Kinguin was going to be the laning stage. And they've kind of gotten through some of that.
Kind of hard to say, in my opinion.
Really? Okay, talk to me about it.
I mean, well, it's 9 minutes in. It's the 4K net worth lead.
That's fair.
That's a pretty significant amount. I mean, that's going to translate to, 2 to 3 mid game items, and then all of a sudden you just find yourselves incapable of fighting at all because of the big net worth lead that they have.
Okay. Oh goodness. Oh, spiders.
Yeah, if anything.
I got a couple of them.
If anything, they need to make a lot happen with their newly acquired level 6 abilities. So, Winter Wyvern, maybe, like you said, get a kill on the Broodmother with all the Spiderlings, or see, Clockwork's only level 4, so he's not even close.
Yeah.
But between the Puck and the Vengeful Spirit, maybe there's a chance.
And I guess that there's going to be the Tome back up pretty soon. There's going to be the Fiend Script used mid lane, and that should be a dead Wyvern. She goes down. But yeah, the Tome probably for the Clockwork, I would imagine. That's going to come out fairly soon. Have a trap down here as well. DD on Puck. This could be an opening here. Throw out the Magic Missile, connects onto that Sand King. Milan going to try and Burrow Strike away, but Nisha's still chasing. They pop the God Strength as well. The coil's already down, and Milan going to die. He's just copping the God Strength to try and finish off this ancient stack that was made. So, alright, they pulled together a little bit of something. While the tier 1 towers are defended.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, it's a start.
Radiant are scanning.
Well, they know he's doing Ancients. Don't think they can stop him, though. Still,
they're walking at him.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're just
very
walking
much
at him.
in the lead. Well, they can't do anything to him, though.
Yeah. Now, they're maybe in some trouble. Magic Missile goes down. They TP in Bambo as well. Nisha, have you gone too far this time? They swap him away. That's to stay alive. And it looks like Venge is probably going to go down here. 3-3 is also in the area. And Venge is going to give her life. They at least make it a little bit less easy for the TA. But she does eventually take down those ancient stacks.
Sure, you're happy with that. I mean, you still got all the Ancients and you got a kill with it. Nisha completely out of mana. Bambo trying to get the kill. They might find... Oh, he actually got it!
Oh my goodness.
Trap! That was insane. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, so Bambo's ulti's coming through, right? He's trying to kill Puck with the ultimate.
Yeah.
But they didn't have vision because he got out of vision. And Kaiser drops a trap right on top of him, so the last tick catches out Bambo.
Ooh.
Sven just annihilated all the spiders.
Yeah, that was pretty good. J4 is so tanky right here in 3-3. Try and turn on to him.
Radiant's middle tower
Man,
has
Enfeeble is just wrecking Sven's day. Oh, man. It's so hard to deal with.
Yeah, how often do you see a Bane without a single point of Nightmare at level 7?
2 points in this, so 60 damage reduction. And Exotic Deer just can't do anything. Even with his ultimate, he's not doing enough damage.
Yeah, he does damage, but it's not nearly enough, like you said, with Enfeeble. And I think he's probably going to max it out. He knows how effective it is.
Yeah. And Puck just hasn't been able to have a good start to this game. Does have a Veil completed, but really going to need to get into that Blink Dagger before the full assortment of abilities are going to be capable of being used. And, well, they use the Epicenter. They managed to push him outside of it, actually. Bambo saving the Clockwork's life.
tower is under attack.
That was interesting.
Unfortunate, but not a huge loss. How close is Sand King? He's like 900 away from his Blink Dagger. Wasting Epicenter at this stage, I don't think it's like too big of a deal.
Yeah. And like you were talking about, it is a very substantial lead right now for HellRaisers. 7,000 net worth into their favor. Not really feeling like they're gonna take their foot off the pedal.
Quite an interesting Broodmother build too. Normally I always see Medallion go into like Desolator, for example, but he goes for Treads, and then he's gonna go for Sanj and Yasha. Oh, Courier goes down again.
Yeah, they also were able to take down a bunch of those spiders, though. Bottom lane, Clockwork, likely to die. Doesn't have the mana for the hook shot. He's still about 30 away from it. And, well, that's going to be the end of his life.
Really nicely done by HellRaisers there, too. They're trying their best to make it as easy as possible for the Sand King to get his Blink Dagger, so they let him get the last hit as well.
Yeah. Top lane goes down. Pop the Mask of Madness, going to try and push this out. And they need to try and hold on as long as possible, because once this next round of items come up, it's going to be really hard to fight into these heroes as they get forward. They found themselves 3-3. The jump forward. The ulti's out from Sven already. He's dropping down low, but they can't do it. And, well, here we are again. They swap out one. Still, though, Nisha's going to die, and Exotic Deer manages to get the TP away, as well as Alicia, but they lost the puck.
Great turnaround from HellRaisers. This is a ridiculous lead that they have going for them. 15 minutes in, yeah, it's almost like 10,000 gold at 15 minutes. That's how this game is going right now, and it's not getting any easier. Clockwork gets caught out. Yeah, I think this is the end of him too.
They do have a Winter's Curse, which they could try and use here. Cold Embrace onto the clock, but he is going to go down, and Patos, well, he Winter's Curse is one. That actually might end up being a kill, and this is before his Blink Dagger. So they'll deny him the Blink Dagger gold a little bit. Patos making something of it as Exotic Deer. He's going to be blocked off. They do have a swap. That'll keep him alive. But Alicia will pay the price. And, well, 15-7, 11,000 net worth lead. Broodmother doing Broodmother things.
All right. This is not looking good.
Nope.
This TA and this Broodmother are so strong right now. Even if they're not the best at the late game, with the Nature's Prophet on their side as well, you can definitely just kind of mow down these objectives one by one.
Bambo might go down here. They have the Clockwork hook shot in the area and going to hit him. Going to be able to find the pushback as well onto the Cog. Trying to get away from him. Is it going to be enough though? Battery Assault. Oh, he gets away. Bambo by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, this is why you need to pick up Force Staff as soon as possible against the Clockwork.
Yeah.
Bottom lane. Are they going to find this? It's really close.
Oh, Milan. He does have his Blink Dagger now. And Nisha not able to finish him off. There's the jump away. So they're living.
Oh, Rocket? Rocket? Oh,
that was, God.
That was so close.
That Tranquil's regen.
Oh, top lane though. Sven gonna get gripped here.
Oh.
I think he's gonna make it out.
He does have a TP, but the mana drain was too significant, and he eventually goes down. Winter's Curse a bit too late. Does look like Bambo is going to live through this. Also, they jump forward with Kaiser. It's a cold embrace, but is only delaying the inevitable as Pathos falls. 3 are dead across the map, and HellRaisers, again, with the dominant advantage. And it's not really feeling like they have an option or a way to get back into this one.
Well, it's still continuing in HellRaiser's favor by a tremendous amount, but you still have to remember, you know, this Kinguin lineup has a lot of potential for comebacks.
Yeah.
Like Sven is one of the better carries, you know, for making comebacks happen because of how little he needs to do so much damage. And then you have Winter's Wyvern Curse as well. This actually does quite a bit. If you get a good curse off, you know, it's easy to follow up with a coil as well as the Stormhammer. You can easily team wipe with that in that method.
Oh, Burrow Strike. Onto one. They swap him back out. A big catch. Do they have the curse, though? It's still 10 seconds away, and that's actually going to be a nightmare to save it. Is it going to be enough? HellRaisers trying to get away. And the TA somehow lives through all of that.
Look at all those spiders going down, though.
So she holds on to the Aegis. Well played by Kaiser.
I think that was a lot of credit goes to J4 for that one. A great nightmare.
Yeah, it's true. Fair enough.
Bambo is working towards the Orchid, almost has it. God, all the cores on HellRaiser's side are just enormous.
Yeah, they're a problem. And building into the BKBs next, although it looks like TA might be going a different route. Gonna try and finish off the Hurricane Pike first. J4 can just grip them from the trees if they want to. But not gonna go for it.
Oh, Bambo? He spots out the Sven.
No.
No one here to follow up.
He has a Quelling Blade, but
he's just scaring him.
So 19 minutes in, like you said, the high ground defense is going to be an issue. We're still sort of waiting for that to happen. And HellRaisers, how do they close out this game? What's going to be the big thing they try and accomplish? Just securing Roshan?
I don't think Roshan is like all that important.
No?
It helps a lot, but like their high ground push is not that great. They really need to like make a team, like they have to be able to kill Kinguin outside of their base before they can high ground. I think if Kinguin are just like sitting in their base, it's still a little too difficult to make a push happen. Like a lot of things can go wrong.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, another round of Splinter Blasts. They're taking down the tier 2 tower. Off to the side, Puck is trying to see what runes will spawn, as well as farm. The Aegis expires. The tower will die. And HellRaisers are going to back out and try and play it safe.
Alright, Bambo has his Orchid now.
That's scary.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot more aggressive plays coming out of him now. He's going to start picking off people with this item.
Wyvern has the Mask of Madness now as well. Oh, Wave of Terror, Epicenter. They are not going to do anything with that one. Atos is still over here to the side. Gonna need to run away from them. J4. They get the Winter's Curse off. Now trying to run away, but there's the Burrow Strike. It's already caught onto one. Katsor has to pop those cogs to run away from him. And oh my god, Lisha just blows up. Nisha is still in the bottom lane. Nobody else is really home right here. And the buyback status is pretty much non-existent for the Radiant team. Nisha will force rotation.
Yeah, this is kind of what you want for HellRaisers, but fortunately for them, they still feel like it's not enough.
Yeah,
I think the Puck and the Sven are what they need to deal with, because without those two heroes, there's just no damage.
They did use Wyvern ulti, but it's a 30-second cooldown now. We'll be back up shortly.
We're trying to bait Bambo, but there's actually no one down here. I think they're kind of expecting Puck to be down there, but he's just hanging around up top. They're trying to make moves together. So the farm still growing for HellRaisers.
Bambo is up top lane. Nisha, does he get found? They could look for him here. I pops his haste and now ran away. They have a Sentry Ward down. Haven't really seen a gem yet from either team, I don't think. That could be another thing that HellRaisers look to do, is shut down the vision completely of the Radiant.
18,000 net worth. Sven still really underfarmed. He needs I think at least a blink BKB before he wants to fight.
Yeah. Stun is going very far away. It's eventually gonna hit there.
I'm so confused by that graphic.
Yeah, I don't know where it was going.
It was going for the spiderlings, but the spiderlings are already dead.
That's very odd. Milan could go for a blink here on Anisha if he wants. They're bringing in another one as well, but the clockwork is already there. Pop the dust, able to get the hook, and the magic missile turnaround. Where's the rest of the heroes? It doesn't look like they're going to be able to make it happen, and Bambo gonna drop. They find a return kill. 50 seconds on the sidelines for the NP.
Yeah, they were just baiting him the entire time. This is why you have to be really careful when you make these type of plays. You can't just assume that they're by themselves.
Look at this talent, by the way, for the TA. 200 psionic trap damage. So 325 bonus damage when you go for one of these traps.
Yeah, these traps are actually really cool. I haven't really seen the effects of the damage, but to know it does damage is still pretty cool.
We saw that one in the mid lane, remember?
I mean, I saw it, but I don't know. What I'm saying is I haven't played it, so I don't really know how it feels. Yeah, because the way a lot of people play TA is, you know, when you're chasing people, you drop the trap and you pop it immediately.
Right.
And if you do that, it doesn't actually do any damage.
Okay.
It takes a moment to build up, which is why I'm kind of wondering if they should put in visual cues for damage as well as slow for the traps.
Seems like it'd be a pretty good decision. Well, Blink Dagger is almost done for the Sven now as well. And he has it completed. There is another jump forward by Dyer onto Nisha, but he was able to get the phase shift away, and now jaunting out of there. Nisha is gone. And those little plays like that, each one that you dodge, each gank that doesn't connect, it's a little bit more time built for your Sven to get big.
Yeah, it's not just Sven. This Puck is doing a good job in keeping up his farm. They kind of slowed down the progression. It was at 18,000 a moment ago. I think getting that one kill really slowed down their momentum, and they're just dodging these kills, building up their items until they feel like they're strong enough to take a team fight, even if they're down 17,000 net worth.
I mean, that's the thing, is the net worth, each one that each sort of bit of gold that Kinguin gets puts them so much closer to it. Like, it provides so much more value than everything that HellRaisers is getting at this point. And Puck halfway to an Aghanim Scepter as well.
Yeah, I think this is the right item choice, because they're so reliant on this Sven to do all the damage. I think by having the Aghanim Scepter is going to hold them all in place. If they try to run out of it, then the snap just keeps you in place for almost forever. It's like 5 seconds stun.
Well, and of course you got to keep in mind the, you know, Dream Coil into swap play just to blow one person up. It's really hard to deal with. Looks like they're going to try and TP away from here. Milan. Oh, Patos, he gets away. Clockwork realizes, hey, let's get the hell out of here, guys. But they will get the Fiend Script. I even heard the animation of the TP finishing, but doesn't work. So they'll take that kill on the Clockwork every day of the week. His Nisha gonna need to orb and get the heck out of here. Turns around, wants to fight. Exotic Deer jumps forward, is onto that bait. He's gone. Now 3-3 pops his BKB. Can they escape with his life? It looks like the answer is no, as Exotic Deer swapped away, but still going to die. double kill for 3-3. 3 are dead. And that might be about the end of it.
Yeah, and perfect timing. Roshan's back up.
All right, time for the big plays, Nisha. They don't see him. Clockwork is back up shortly. So they just need to wait for the flare to come in. He sends it immediately. They're going to have vision now. Nisha looking for the steal. The orb goes out. He's already there. He's able to take away one. Now trying to jaunt his way out of there. Puck steals the cheese. What a player.
Very nicely done. Well, they denied the cheese, but still, they managed to pick up the Aegis. Really important. Bottom lane, though, Bambo finds the Winter Wyvern. Is it enough to solo kill? No, he's not going to.
Well, they get the courier kill as well. So things starting to feel a little bit better for Kinguin. It's still not the best in the world, and you'd love to be able to be in a better position, but for 18,000 net worth down, they're keeping this competitive.
Yeah, definitely. Puck now has level 20. I can't wait for him to get to level 20, 25, actually. I'm pretty sure he's going to take the gold per minute, though. But
oh, yeah.
I still haven't seen the Dreamfire Rapid, or Dreamcoil Rapid Fire.
That's pretty nifty.
I heard it's very clowny.
I don't think it's worth it this game, but could be cool. I wish that there was a phase shift talent, like phase shift plus 5 seconds or something silly like that.
Phase shift plus 5 seconds?
Could you imagine? For a level 25? You'd still probably take the gold, right?
I'm pretty sure you still take the gold. I mean, for what reason would you need an 8.25 phase shift for?
I don't know.
Oh, bottom lane?
Nah, they just swap out to make sure he doesn't get the kill. But holding on to high grounds, it's a scary thing. HellRaisers feeling a little bit testy and wanting to push their advantage. The Aegis on Kaiser. Hook shot, push in now, they follow it up, already down very low. TA is gone. Dreamcoil is there now as well. They've caught themselves 3-3. Look at the damage that's coming in for the epicenter turnaround. This might be enough. The Cold Embrace, they turn it here as well. It's a Winter's Curse. They have a Fiend's Grip onto one. Nisha's still able to live through this, though. An Exotic Deer needs to turn this back around, but it's not going to happen. Now Milan very low as well, but they still haven't taken this tower. I don't know if they're going to be able to either. The orb comes out. They jump forward, silencing this TA. She's still in more trouble. The Great Sleep, again, going to keep alive that one hero, and another phase shift. They'll blink away. They hold their tier 3. While that's happening, Bambo doing Nature's Prophet things.
Yeah, this is just why Nature's Prophet is such a good hero. Despite all this defense on the bottom lane, he's still lost your top racks, and he's just going to walk into the mid lane and do more damage.
Yeah.
With the
26,000 net worth lead as Kinguin attempts to hold on to this. And, well, I imagine that right now HellRaisers got to be feeling pretty good. Go back, get the next round of items, and do it all again.
Double degradation.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
Nature's Prophet going to be getting Sheepstick next, just making it even more difficult for the Sven to get in, as well as the Puck. Puck is definitely not going to feel as safe once Nature's Prophet does have that Sheepstick.
Yeah. So, what's up next for Kinguin? They're going to try and smoke and make a play. They didn't use Winter's Curse in that last fight, or actually they have it back up, I should say. But the movement towards mid, they want to find that TA, use the Aghanim Scepter Puck with the swap combo to blow her up. But I'm not sure if it's going to end up working. Milan is there as well. They're walking forward. Oh, Katsor, Burrow, missed. There it is. There's the initiation that they wanted. Now, can they find the swap? Can they find the kill? They pull her up to the high ground, but the Yule Scepter lift up. Ouch, it's still going to end up probably being a finish. No, there's the epicenter, the turnaround. They catch the Sven. They're trying to kill off this TA desperately, but she gets off the refraction. And now, Kinguin well and truly in trouble. They will eat alive their buddy as Sand King is... Oh, no! He got it! He's able to survive through that somehow, some way. And now Alicia... Milan, they turn it back around. It's all falling apart. I think that's it.
Yeah, and once again, while all this is happening, Bambo just getting in damage in the mid lane.
Yep.
Tower goes down. Uh-oh, he right-clicked and broke his invis, but there's no...
He doesn't care.
Oh, there is the coil.
Oh.
29k. Yeah, I think you might be right. This is a little too much for Kinguin to handle, it seems. They're going to go back. Look, Bambo's even just ignoring decisive ice at this point. He wants to get more structural damage in by himself. He picks up a Deso on top of the Deso TA already has.
Now,
look at this.
another time is now.
Lane right now.
The stun. Oh, another nightmare. Kaiser living through it. They force staff a second time, and that's enough to get him away. They're still trying to run him down with the clockwork, but it's not going to happen. They blow up Exotic Deer, and GG is called. We're going to a game number 4 as HellRaisers pull it back. Steven, thinking about this going into game number 4? Do HellRaisers have what it takes?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said before this game. They definitely have what it takes. They just needed to make some adjustments to, you know, clear that last hurdle because they're always so close to winning. The first game, kind of disastrous due to a drafting issue. Second game, they changed their draft. The game was much closer, but they still lost to the Anti-Mage. In this game, I mean, this was the most convincing game so far, right? It wasn't like a short game by any means, but 30-something thousand net worth lead in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That is when you're fully in control.
Really, really good stuff. Well, it's a best of 5, and we're going to game number 4. We'll see if HellRaisers can do a full reverse sweep, or if it's going to be Kinguin that close it out after a little bit of a flub in that last one. Stick around, everybody. More from the Summit 8 EU qualifiers can continue right after this.